Hello, my name is Casey Shreve, and I'm a game design student at Johnson County Community College. Today I'd like to show you a game that I made for a class called Rapid Prototyping. In the class, we are given 2 weeks to create a game, given a specific theme. This time around, the theme was an idle game. If you are unfamiliar with the genre, things like Cookie Clicker and, Corporation Incorporated? Something like that. Business Incorporated, Entrepreneur Incorporated. An idle game is 3 parts. 1, there is a minimal input from the user. 2, that minimal input gets points. That points is a currency that you can spend in a store. And 3, the items or things that you buy within the store help you with the first part. Interact with the game to get more points, more currency, to spend it again to continue to get more points and more currency. It's a repeating cycle. So with that in mind, I created a game that I simply called an idle game. Most of my prototypes are named after the project or assignment given. So an idle game, you play it by having this unicorn. And you click on the unicorn to make him vomit rainbows. Something that went wrong with this game is that there's no sound. I could not find or make the correct sounds for the unicorn, or clicking, or anything else that would have made the game more immersive. So, the unicorn's cheeks grow, you click, you get a corresponding amount of magic points to how big the unicorn's cheeks grow. Once you get enough magic points, you can go to the store and buy things that make the unicorn's cheek grow bigger and faster. For brevity, I will cheat a little. I'll give myself 1,000,000 points. I used a rolling integer to create the number that moves, an animated number. For the cheeks on the unicorn, I used a math-lerp to slowly grow in increments and shrink all at once. So let's give them some bigger cheeks. Let's make the cheeks increase real quick. This is a prototype, so stand-in art assets are used. So the word sold here is a standard asset, a stand-in asset that I used. This prototype also used GUI skins, which accounts for many of the UI elements being off-center. One of the things that went right, the particle effect is very satisfying. I am extremely happy with the particle effect. It looks good. I love how it bounces around and explodes all over. It just is a large mess, which is exactly what I wanted. The look of the expansion and decompression of the unicorn's vomit cheeks feels good. This game has a lot of elements that feel good. There's also room for improvement if this game was going to have full development, such as the rest of the body of the unicorn being animated, things that would pop up on the screen that you can click on, a larger expansion of the store that would give you, like, more unicorns that vomit, have, like, items to vomit on top of for points, like a cake or something. Just all sorts of directions could go with this game. There are hard caps in the game. The lowest hard cap is for speed. I can't remember what the hard cap is for size. As you can see, the cheeks of the unicorn can grow astronomically large. One of the things that went wrong was the lerp takes place in 1 second. Always takes place in 1 second. When the lerp finishes, it sends a cancel script or a stop script to the particle emitter. So no matter how big the cheeks get, it'll always be roughly around the same amount of particles. I think what I should do in the future, if I continue developing on this game, is have the size of the object, the unicorn vomit cheeks, account for the number of particles emitted. So they may have the same emission time as 1 second, but it'll be different between 1 or 2 particles or 1,000, 3,000 particles. And that way it'll allow for a scaling of particles. That is basically an idle game. Click on unicorn, get points, go to store, spend points. Those points get more points, more quickly, more efficiently. There is a large increase of cost as things go larger in size and speed. Just all sorts of things that are interwoven in between. I have a end screen. Once again, Unity, like GUI skins, made all of this stuff out of center. Upon quitting, we are taken back to my credits screen minigame. As you can see, I've updated the credits just a bit. There's no longer the white cube behind them. There are 2 different types of explosions that happen randomly, depending on contact and contact point. It happens when you hit the walls, still limited on motion, and that is an idle game. Something that I could do better in the future, just overall design. Through this game, not very much can be done better other than expanding on the design itself given more time. Something that I really did like, the art. I had a great time hand painting the background. I painted it digitally with a pen and tablet. I had a great deal of time, great deal of fun drawing out the unicorn and the animation of the head. Just all sorts of fun art. Something I can do better, more art, and quickly. Get better, get faster. So that is an idle game. I'd like to thank you for watching my presentation. Once again, my name is Casey Shreve. If you would like to see more of my prototype work, you can check out my itch.io repository for my portfolio of works. Thank you. Like, share, subscribe, do whatever you like. And have a good one.